Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Wrath of the Righteous, with me, Bring It On. So Staunton has a new dialogue option. Staunton greets you with a dour nod. I've seen how the other soldiers treat you. What about it? The dwarf's tone makes it clear he has no interest in your answer. 1 and 3, I'll go with 1. It's inhumane. It's been my life for many decades. Staunton shrugs indifferently. Alright, well I'm trying to be your friend, man.
I know the way.
Seem a little down and out. We're all fighting for the same cause. We need to all be on the same morale level. Alright, well, Jiff, I don't think you're going to make the cut, buddy. Not a big fan of dual-wield rogues, so I think Nanio is going to be our new permanent spellcaster. Alright, we'll go to the Silken Thread Atelier. A drab and barely readable sign hangs over this cramped place with unfriendly, brusque workers. The building was always crowded with people, but none of the neighbors can recall ever coming here to have so much as a button sewn back on.
Yet another obstacle.
That is not a great place for you guys to spawn, is it?
Let's try
Directly
this
beside
way.
us. I think that's my cape, or my cloak. Yeah, it was all the way over there.
I'll dissect your cadaver.
A bright future awaits us.
Hey, I know how auto casting
for
works,
anything.
thank you.
I heed the voice of the spirit. This war must end.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay, that should be good for now. Dead duelists. We'll head there after, I think.
Focus on the goal.
You're a good person. I like you. Yes. You are my favorite aide.
There's a lot going on.
Follow my lead.
Is that a trap?
I will help
It might
where
be
I
a
can.
trap.
It's definitely a trap. I don't see... Oh, there it is.
Well, I hope you appreciate this.
As it should be.
Do not fear. Do not waver.
This spell doesn't work like that.
Everybody go get him. And I will find a way to charge from another direction. Here we go.
What a find!
Another trap there too. Alright, wizard, goodbye. I'll try to make one of these guys slumber. Probably the fighter in the back.
I'll remove this obstacle.
Alright, on to the next.
This will hurt.
Surrender, or else!
Thank you, Camellia, for finally participating, instead of just wandering around in
Mind over
circles.
muscle.
A calculated risk.
I do appreciate it. Alright, and the charge into their backs. Or not.
I'll cut you wide open.
Did you see that?
Alright, so far so easy peasy.
You can trust me.
There's the stranger again. And the answer, but what is the question? I have no idea, my friend.
To me. I am helpful, am I
That
not?
is not far.
Sounds like somebody's having a good time in there.
I'll go
I
ahead.
do once more around the square, make sure there's nothing that we missed. Perception-wise. Alright. I'm satisfied. To the Silken Thread Atelier. I think I'm saying that right.
No mistakes.
The light.
Oh, I love the Cavalier.
This should do it.
Too late for apologies.
Oh, Cephalus went down. Didn't realize he was that low health.
I'll hit you.
Let's try this way. I'm wounded.
Alright, let's take care of that real fast. Alright, we're still in combat. There we go.
I am prepared.
Alright, lesser kinetic diadem. Don't need that. Unbending armor. On the nature of the divine.
Death is life's final surprise, and I enjoy surprising people.
Doubt is the heart's greatest challenge.
Alright, don't see anything else new in here. Let's read this. Can a mortal become a god? Is the very idea blasphemy? Science relies on experience, where there may be evidence presented in support. When science encounters theology, it recoils. The term evolution has no application to the divine spark that illuminates dull matter in incomprehensible ways. The foremost example is angels, to whom we owe the existence of our virtuous mortal souls, which brings us to a paradox. Mortal soul transforms into immortal essence. There are many such breathtaking events, with which each promise a connection to the divine. Sunny Seren Ray is perfect proof of this. The Starstone trial desecrated divinity, turned it into a god's exam, where any trickster with a handful of spells who can avoid some traps and deadly maze may rise to divinity. Is the nature of divinity, then, so sacred indeed? Unbending armor. Light studded. This +1 studded leather armor grants the wearer DR3 versus piercing. This is better for her. It gives her a full dexterity value towards her armor class. Still think this is fine, but no one in my party really benefits from it. I mean, I guess max of 3, but no one can wear the medium. Still better for Camellia versus the undead, I think. Well, no. I think it only gives her 2 armor class. I still think it is better for her versus the
I know the way.
undead. Let me hop back in there. I feel like I missed something inside. I'm gonna do one more look-see. What's my highest perception score?
Are we
Land.
in
Let's say
trouble
land
yet?
inside this little room here.
I'm curious.
Alright, I think we're good. Well, cool. If you're playing a kineticist, they give you a diadem pretty early on, which is nice. To the dead duelists. A knight and a cultist died together here, piercing each other fatally with swords. Their remains are mangled and their weapons and armor are destroyed, but something in their bags survived the conflict. Procure some reagents for crafting consumable items here. Alright, which one is closer? Oh, we have to go back. Alright, that's gonna make us loop all the way around. Tower of Estrod is actually closer, so we'll go there next, I think. And we do have a quest there. Now, this fortified Tower of Greystone has long served as the city's museum, archive, and research center. Its upper floors have been completely destroyed during the demonic invasion, and a squat stump surrounded by heaps of debris is all that's left of this once dignified building. This is where Radiance was supposedly housed before we found it.
I'm all
I'll watch
ears.
your back. We'll make things right.
And the labyrinth.
Are you ready to move out? What's on your mind? I wonder.
Nabris burns. The city that should never have fallen. Fate shows no mercy. Clouds may veil the stars, but nothing can hide the light in someone's soul. And I see this light in you. Get her, tiger. We will stand shoulder to shoulder with you against evil. I hear the echo of a familiar voice. I feel the warmth of my kindred flame, my brother, who will help you. I wonder if they're referring to the, my angel mythic power. Oh, look at that. We got angelic aspect. Doesn't tell me what it's all about.
Follow my lead.
Alright, let's see what all this stuff is about. Or Long Gone. A thematic collection of various artists' works on everyday life in Sarkoris before the opening of the World Wound. More details in the Museum Almanac. Seat of Grief. A view of the infamous Heaven's Edge estate. This is the place where most of Mendevian aristocratic society at once fell prey to a supernatural plague unleashed by the demons. Among the cloudy colossi. In this picture, the two angels Targona and Lariel are chasing and fighting a deadly Rolokai demon in the air, several miles above the World Wound. More details in the Museum Almanac. Here we stand and will not take a step back. The hand of the Inheritor, Herald of Iomedae, is depicted placing the first wardstone among the fortifications of Canabris. Alright, he says the same thing he said when he popped up. And he manifested himself. Crusader Queen. A copy of the famous embossed bas relief originally crafted by Master Derek Sunhammer. Young Queen Galfrey is portrayed personally leading her crusaders into battle on the first day of Abadius, 4624, during the First Crusade. And farewell to Sarkoris. Eliandra, the legendary priestess of Pelura, watches the city of Iz crumble into the freshly opened World Wound. More details in the Museum Almanac.
As it should be.
A Yeniel by a fountain. The picture was presumably painted from life over the summer of 4637, 1 year before Yeniel's heroic death during the battle for Dresden. More details in the Museum Almanac. The none will escape my all-seeing eye. Inquisitor Halrun fights a shadow demon that he exorcised from a soldier's body. Was this Yeniel's? Oh, so that's Yeniel herself. Okay, neat. Wherever you are, keep quiet. There's a horde of enemies just beyond this door. Come over here and... something. Come over here and you'll see. There's a handy way up nearby. Hold on, let's see if there's anything worth picking up over here.
That is not far.
Be quiet and watch. This is the best part. Get it together, idiots. No more looting. You all to sit tight here and wait for the order to attack the defender's heart. They have some cool looking armor. I think it's a Cambion. It's the last bastion of the Crusader resistance. We'll flatten them and claim our victory. Into the abyss with all the Crusaders and the defender's heart. Hylas, the city is ours already. Now it's time to enjoy the spoils. Split up into groups quickly. I'll tell you where to go and what to bring back. Maxon, you idiot. Get back to Baphomet. He must be missing his lapdog. Everyone here will be following my orders. I'm in charge. I will submit to you, you dirty Deskerite. Keep out of this, Kylus, or I'll curse all your extremities to wither and drop off. Everyone listen to me. What we're going to do is... Looking for a fight, Faxon? Well, you've got one. Had enough, Worm? I'm in charge here. Kylus is the strongest. No looting, only slaughter. We're going to sit here and wait for the command to attack. The defender's heart will fall. That's a lot of enemies right there. I'm hoping something happens. Either they split up, boulder falls on them,
I'd
something.
stay away from there right now. The tower is the main stronghold of the Templars of the Ivory Labyrinth and their allies. Going up against that many of them would be suicide. I have a better idea.
A grim-faced dwarf with a thick head of black hair holds up fingers to his lips. Then he points at the enemies and whispers.
If the demons and their mortal agents were better organized, the Crusaders would have been crushed long before now. But they're always trying to spread in every direction. Right now, in every corner of the city, there are demons like Kylus who are trying to consolidate their forces to launch a joint attack on the defender's heart.
Who are you?
Greybor. I'm a contract killer who's been hired to kill that demon that just walloped that other one. I've tracked him all the way here, and was planning to kill him when that crowd showed up, so I had to pull back.
What do you suggest?
Don't even think about trying to take them all on single-handed. You'll be mincemeat. Better to warn the Crusaders in the Defender's Heart that the demons are planning to attack. And later, once the attackers have been taken care of, it'll be much easier to sweep through this tower and eliminate the defenders left behind.
Like when dueling with rapiers. One doesn't lunge, but waits for the opponent to strike and leave themselves open.
Yeah, exactly like that.
Greybor's eyebrows shoot up, as though he wasn't expecting to hear such words from the delicate young lady. He nods anyway. Well, thanks for the advice. The dwarf bows his head politely. Who hired you?
I'm afraid that's confidential. As a professional, I'm obliged to keep my client's name a secret.
It's gonna be another demon. We could attack them together.
I have no desire to die today. If you choose to go in there, I'll take advantage of the opportunity, of course. I'll kill Kylus and get back here as quickly as I can. I'm not going to fight any of the others. I don't work for free.
The city is burning. People are dying. And you're thinking about how to fill your pockets?
Yes. So what? Listen here, girl. If you're so eager to save someone, Go and do it. And don't waste your breath preaching at me.
The dwarf shrugs. Alright, I'm going now.
I hope you act wisely.
You're so sad. Please take care.
What are you doing here, girl? This is no place for people like you. Go. Hide somewhere safe.
The dwarf looks at Ember and sadness gleams in his grim eyes. He answers in a surprisingly soft voice. Alright, well, I think we can handle this. Just gotta buff up a little bit beforehand.
No reason to pause.
I heed the voice of the spirits. Soot is restless. I wonder why.
We will win this war.
What else do we
Ready for
got?
anything.
We have Bane if I want to
Open your
use
heart
that.
to me.
Let's see.
Well,
Always be ready for the
Of course, I'm going to try and pick a fight real fast and see how it goes.
huh? Oh, yes, what?
Don't think there's any harm in that.
The mongrel did it.
See? Easy peasy.
Our victory is certain.
I was obviously just charge in with him. Are there any spellcasters in the back? It doesn't look like it. There's a fireball coming right at us.
Dedicate my
not
body
my
to
time
science.
yet.
Everyone.
I was hoping to get that pit spell off that Anenio had, but I think we'll be okay without it.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
I'm going to cast Dazzling Display here. Now let's send Sela and Melia after this guy.
Into the fray.
You won't survive me.
Alright, the Dretch next.
Endure this.
This isn't so bad.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Oh, Grey Boar is being a coward for no reason.
You are lacking.
The Heavy Mace of Fire. Sure that'll come in handy.
I'll watch you back.
We're a
This
little
war
banged
must
up.
end.
I don't think we have enough healing to actually get everyone back up to full health.
Together we stand.
Oh, so I could have come over here and pushed another column down. Well, what's done is done.
I'll go ahead.
You can trust me. What's on your mind? I wonder.
I know the way.
I heed the voice of the spirits. The spirits guide me.
Alright, let's see if Grey Boar's back up here before we proceed further into the tower.
Follow my lead.
Well, he said he was going to kill Kylus and then get back up to the top as fast as possible. A vision of Targona. The translucent silhouette of a winged female warrior glows softly. It brought us back to waking. Greetings. Now who are you? Not who, what? Memories. This place was created as a cradle of memory and fantasy. The things that belonged to the city's heroes were kept here. People used to come to this place to remember those heroes, and myself and the others are living memories. You woke us, so here we are. Lots of things seem silent, only until you care to listen to them. Like here, someone's memory has awoken to reveal itself to us. So your memories of who? Of the heroes the city wished to immortalize. Go touch a memory, see how they remembered us. After all, this place was created so that our names would never disappear into the mists of history. There used to be a place like this near Neathholm, land size. Quiet, calm. I used to walk among the plinths and pedestals, wondering. The people who founded the place, what was driving them? Were they thinking about future generations, how to pass down their wisdom and show the right path? Or were they thinking of themselves, trying to keep their names and deeds alive? But then the ceiling collapsed, and that place didn't exist anymore. My question was moot. I wish I could say that we have not dishonored your memory, but Canabras lies in ruins, and but you fearlessly battle the invaders, with no thought for yourself. If there are no censure, we're proud of you. Now why did you help me? A soft smile appears on the woman's face. I sensed something in you, as if you were close to me somehow, like we stood shoulder to shoulder once in the face of evil, that we must do so again. I sense that light dwells within you. Very recently you were threatened by a powerful demon, and dark bloodlust tried to enslave your soul, but you opposed it and held fast. Continue to follow the path of light, and other righteous souls will aid you and follow you. Alright, farewell, Vision. Farewell. The power that gives us this semblance of life is running out, and soon we will once again be but memories, living only in words, pictures, and songs.
As it should.
The basement. Alright, let's take a quick peek into the basement. It's not very large, we can probably knock this out real fast.
That is not far.
Helmer. A pale and frightened half-elf looks at you warily. His face is twisted into a grimace, like he just ate something slimy. Hey, who are you? Praise Baphomet. What are you doing here? Did Faxon send you? I heard a noise outside, but I was busy making a list of the relics. Did something happen? Who are you? I am Telmer, the scribe and senior aide to Lord Xanthir the Plagued One. And do forgive me, but Faxon has been assigned to this command, has he not? Where is he? What are you doing here? I'm compiling a list of the valuable Crusader artifacts. Lord Xanthir has ordered that everything of use should be transported from Canabras, and saved from the looting and destruction. We chose the museum as the place to collect and sort through the trophies. Unfortunately, the local thieves have proved even quicker off the mark than the demons. They ransacked the museum in the first few hours of the assault, but there are some objects of interest among the exhibits they left behind. The museum custodian has been kind enough to advise me on those. But where's Faxon? Where's the museum custodian? Over in the gallery. I deceived him. I told him I was a crusader. It wasn't difficult. No geezer's out of his mind. So tell me, where's Faxon? You get your hands off the crusader relics. The half-elf leaps back nimbly, pulling a sheaf of papers from his bag as he goes. No, I have valuable letters from Lord Xanthir here. I must destroy them. The cultist balls the pages up in his fist, and shoves them into his mouth, and begins furiously chewing like a hamster. A moment later, the half-elf's eyes bulge, and he opens his mouth, which is stuffed with masticated paper. He tries to cough, but nothing comes out. The failed saboteur looks at you in desperation. His eyes are streaming, his face is growing paler by the second, and he falls to his knees. A strangled wheeze emerges from behind the wad of wet paper. His expressions veer from the hilarious to the grotesque, as he signals to you for help. No! I want to read what it says. Spit that out. Want some salt and pepper with that? I've never tried eating paper myself. A little seasoning goes a long way, whatever the meal. I'm going to help him because I want to read the papers, so help the poor wretch. I don't care if those pages contain the innermost secrets of Baphomet himself. I'm not touching that. Okay, I'm assuming there's supposed to be an animation here, but it's bugged out because I'm mounted. Nope, there we go. The cultist coughs violently, and then after taking a trembling breath, leaps up and takes off running. He disappears, leaving you with the wand of correspondence that is much worse for wear. Let's take a look and see how long this is. Alright, we'll read this and we'll call it an episode, and we'll explore the basement in the next one. A wad of crumpled pieces of paper with visible bite marks and traces of saliva. The writing is blurred and indistinct. Most of the words are completely illegible, but some fragments are still intact. Carefully pack up all the relics and valuable magical items. Hand them over to the same courier that brought you my potions. Later, I may carve out some time away from my specific research, sift through the detritus you managed to steal from the Crusaders. I might as well not bother, since your finds will almost certainly be of no use to me, unless I find myself in dire need of a paperweight. Still, this mission keeps you occupied and gives me an invaluable opportunity to work without you sticking your nose into my experiments. I once again remind you that this is absolutely essential to store the potions in a safe place sealed with a corresponding protective rune. Should these safety measures not be taken, the demons will drink all your stash dry in no time, and your master will order me to spend 3 more days at the cauldron, making a new batch. Believe it or not, I have many other important matters to attend to. Should I discover that the potions have mysteriously disappeared, I will not try to look for the culprit. I'll punish the person who let it happen, the person who failed to secure them properly. The punishment will be painful, brutal, and utterly inhumane. Remember this. Good luck with conquering whatever you're conquering out there. Xanther Fang. Alright, I'm going to call it here. Next episode, we'll explore the basement, see what this is all about. Looks like there might be a puzzle afoot. Let's see if we can't find the, is it the curator? Oh, Teldon said something. What a mess. Everything will have to be cleaned up and laid out according to the inventory list. Alright, gonna call it here. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.